Good morning and happy Monday. I'm Andy Ross. I'm one of the pastors at Northminster Church in Tucson, Arizona, and I hope your week is starting well. I have here, it's kind of fun for me, two relics of my childhood, a little junky plastic toy car and a transistor radio. Do you remember transistor radios? And I have these because it reminds me of our story today about Esau and Jacob. Isaac's family. Wow. One problem after another. The Bible is so honest about the struggles of real life families, including the hero characters of the Bible story. You could say that Jacob and Esau, man, they put the fun in dysfunction. And today in our schedule of readings from Genesis chapter 25, these twin brothers, it just reminds me of my brother and I. There's a real rash decision that is made. Esau comes in from the field. He's famished. He's starving. And he smells Jacob's stew. And he says, "Give me that stew. I am about to die." Right? And Jacob says, "Well, first sell me your birthright." In those days, that was the older brother privilege that was legal and binding in a family. And Esau says, well, what good is a birthright to me? I'm starving. So he swears and sells his birthright, the older brother privilege, to Jacob. These remind me, my brother and I, he's a treasure in my life. But when we were kids, we would play Let's Make a Deal. And we laugh about it to this day. My brother was older, wiser, and that's true to this day. But I would say, "Oh, Carrie, can I have your car?" And he would say, "Well, sure, let's make a deal. How about you give me your radio and I'll give you this?" The point is, he really ripped me off because I so looked up to him and I was so young and naive. I would make rash decisions about really cool things in my life just to get something that he had. And to this day, I smile. That's maybe why he became a very successful banker and I became a pastor. The story of Esau and Jacob is a powerful story of how we can make rash decisions if we are led only by our appetites, only by our I wants. I encourage you to read the rest of the story. They go on in the chapters of Genesis to become reconciled, but that's a ways off. But I want to encourage you today to be thoughtful and careful about your life decisions. Just because you're hungry for stew doesn't mean you should give up a key part of your identity, who you are and who God wants you to be. Have a great Monday. And I hope and pray the Lord's blessings will be with you and guiding those decisions you're making throughout this week. Blessings.